Hello lovelies and a welcome to our new Let's Play. We are going to play Firewatch, which is I think a new game, right Daniel? Which is available on Steam. Yeah, Daniel's with us today as well. And
I'm a guest, hi!
yeah, you put a stress on that right now. So actually we're not completely sorry, my voice. It's so going away. We're not completely new to the game. Actually, we've looked into, I think, for no longer than 20 minutes. And we found it pretty cool and thought, okay, hey, we want to play it ourselves. Or actually, I thought that. So, and he just got it for me. Anyways, let's dive right in. Yeah, this is all an empty game, as you can see. And we only know a slight little bit from the start, nothing more really. You see Julia, which is not me in that case. Oh, I'm supposed to press A, I'm sorry. She's about your age, late 20s, laughing with well-dressed professors and grad students from nearby CU Boulder. You, Henry, are out drinking with your pals. Basically, you're drunk. No, you approach her. You're drunk, and now we can choose. This is what I really like about the game, as in many other games as well. You can choose between several options, which are going to change at least, I think, some of the storylines. I'm not sure if it also can change the end, the actual end, but it may. So what's your, major? Or we can say you're pretty, and I'm gonna say you're pretty because that is a lovely compliment for everyone. You're pretty, she says coolly. You're not. You're a future hungover. What? You reply, confused. Someone should buy you a cheeseburger, she says. She flags down a waiter, and 1 week later, you are Julia's boyfriend. And this is where the story begins.
In an elevator.
Or in lift, as you want.
In a lift-to-waiter.
Lift-to-waiter. Yeah. Okay. And we can pick up this backpack. I'm so sorry, people. I just need to mute myself for a second because my voice is killing me. I cannot talk. 1 second, please. So, I'm really sorry, but yeah, I've got a bit of a sore throat, and as you know, I have to talk like 9 hours per day, so, during work time. So, let's pick up this backpack. How do I... Okay, I'm actually playing with a controller, so how... Daniel, do...
Just try.
Yeah, just try. Okay, so that would be RT. Because I'm not always that much into keyboard and mouse playing. So,
let's guess what's your car.
I guess. Oh. Huh? We can run easily.
Yep, I think to play it with a controller is much easier than with keyboard and mouse.
Depends. Can we jump?
Jump?
No, we can't jump. Okay, so
You're too fat to jump.
Load gear, and we are going on a journey actually. And a flashback. You date for over a year. She drives you absolutely nuts. It's great. You move in. You share an apartment near the school with a view of the mountains. You two drink beers out on the deck. You drink beer just about anywhere. Life is good. Julia wants to get a dog. There's a scruffy, undersized beagle. Julia is in love. She wants to bring it with her to class. There's also an intimidating but gentle-eyed German Shepherd. Nothing bad could happen to Julia while walking this dog. It's badass. Well, never ever underestimate small-sized dogs. So I'm sorry, like I would usually pick up the Shepherd because my best friend actually has a Dutch Shepherd, which we call Psycho at sometimes, and I'm in love with him, honestly. But in this case, as she is absolutely in love with the beagle, I'm gonna pick up the beagle, and we're gonna name him Bucket. Bucket's a good dog, and a week later, you've totally forgotten about the other one. Julia loves him. You love him too. 1979. You talk out on the deck. It's summer, 9:30 p.m., and the heat still radiates off of the high desert. What do you think about kids? She asks. Kids. They're not very smart or good at much. I'm saying if you and I have a couple little idiots. Okay, well, that would be pretty good. Let's gonna stick with that. I think kids can be pretty good. In that case, we should probably get married. Yeah, I would like that, you say. These kids are going to be screwed up enough. It's probably for the best that their parents aren't hitched. You say she's absolutely right. So, back to present.
Just an off topic, isn't the beagle also this round bread looking like a donut?
A beagle?
Yeah.
Yes, a beagle, round bread?
Yeah, I know a beagle is a dog, but...
Bagel.
Bagel. Yeah, okay. Sounds similar to me.
Perhaps it is. Who knows? Can we actually...
York bread.
Fire danger today. So it's, as you can see, the fire danger is pretty high today. I wonder if there is anyone to ever, change that sort of scale. I don't know. So, can we actually... No. Oh, look how beautiful it looks here. I like it if there's so much sun at one place, even though there are so many trees there. 1980. It's a Thursday night and Julia is 4 hours late. She doesn't call. You're worried and getting angrier by the minute. She walks in after you've gone to bed. She's not quite drunk, but she's clearly been having a fun time. You fight when she gets between the sheets. You get mad or you ignore her. Actually, I will ignore her. Or Daniel, honest talk, am I the person to ignore anyone if I'm mad?
You could throw a pillow.
Yeah, that's usually what I do, but I can't select that here. So now give me an honest answer, because when we fight, did I ever ignore you? Like, really ignore you? Like, ignore you?
No, cool. I don't think so.
But I got mad pretty often, right?
Yeah, pretty,
okay,
pretty often.
So I'm gonna stick with that one. Wow, you call her an inconsiderate asshole. She tells you to fuck yourself and to not be such a baby. You call her selfish. She knows you mean it and it hurts her. It hurts her feelings. Well, I sometimes am selfish, and to be honest, if Daniel tells me I am, no matter, like, even if I get mad at him for saying it, I know he's right sometimes. So, 1981. Julia still likes to draw. She draws plans from her research. She draws all the places you go. She draws you. You pose and flex like He-Man. You frolic like a Victoria's Secret model. So, Daniel, now it's about you to change to choose. What are we going to choose? What would you like to imagine? The left or the right one?
I really have no idea.
No, come on. It's your turn.
Yeah, we know what happened if we select this one.
So let's select the He-Man version. You look awesome.
Plop.
Oh, look at the sunset. That's so pretty. Wow. And it's all floated in light. Beautiful. Really beautiful. So, we're going to a fire lookout, as you can see. 8 more miles still. Do you know spacebar to climb over obstructions?
You have to find out.
A.
A.
Easy going. Wow. 1982. During the summers, you and Julia enjoy walking Bucket at night. Our dog, Bucket. There's a festival in town. It brings in folks from faraway places. One of them tries to mock you with a knife. Bucket gets kicked. Oh no. Baby ba fuck the dog? Sorry. Julia yells. She gets flustered and has trouble speaking when she's stressed. You confront the attacker. You scare him away or you beat his goddamn face in. Well, I would beat his goddamn face in, I'm sorry. Oh fuck. Your arm gets cut up, but you beat the guy to a pulp. You bet the guy to a pulp. You don't feel very tough. You cry your eyes out before the cops show up. Julia asks to take a different path from that day forward. You say okay, but you don't want to go that way either. From then on, you walk by the river. You know, obviously, walk the dog by the river. 1984. Plans to have kids get waylaid by work. Julia gets offered a job at Yale. Yale is in Connecticut, 2,000 miles away. It's a great job, associate department chair. She wants to move. You absolutely do not. Oh, that's a tough one. Now, we can either convince her not to take the job, or agree if she commutes back and forth. Now the thing is, commuting can be really stressful. I've had that for a couple years, and it really, like, I think I've seen trains over 4 hours a day, and that's not cool. I mean, to be honest, I think it even did destroy a lot of very beautiful moments which we could have had, Daniel and me, during that time. So I don't want to come across like a complete asshole, but I think I would convince her to not take the job because she in first place wanted to have kids. Now obviously it's, you know, up to that very own person to decide what is more important to her, if it's, you know, rather the kids or rather the job. But push her to, commuting, because I would be aware of how much that would most probably destroy. You tell her that this means you two won't have a family. She says that's bullshit, and she's totally right. She asks if her taking the job means you won't come with her. You say yes. Again, bullshit. Thank you, game. But she decides not to take it. 1985. Julia's asked to leave Boulder and paid. Leave after having an episode. Oh no. She lost it on a college for borrowing books that were important to her research. She didn't remember she had happily loaned them to him just 2 days prior. She was found crying in the stairwell. You say that maybe you guys should talk to someone about it, or you make macaroni and drink wine and try to forget about it. I say if there is an issue with another person and we are all grown adults, I think people should go and talk, because that is the only way to actually solve these kind of issues. So talking is always, communicating is always, to my mind, always the right way. After seeing multiple doctors and having many tests, they are worried that Julia might be suffering from early onset dementia. She is 41. You both decide to keep it a secret for now. And now we're here again in the present, looking at the stars.
Butterflies.
Yeah, trying to catch butterflies as we've played too much Skyrim. No, actually, this is such a serious game. I can't even really joke about that too easily. And there's our journal. Journal? Journal?
Journal.
So French in front of us. Let's go pick up. And now we can see this is actually us in our He-Man pose. Bucket is getting older. Julia comments that it's kind of nice because he gets in less trouble around the house. A week later, she goes back to university. 1987. Julia's affliction gets worse. She can't remember things in class. Her research is in shambles. She drives her car to the next town over for no particular reason and has to be brought home by the police. She is devastated. She is sent home on a permanent medical leave. Some days you get the Julia who calls you a dope and your unborn children little idiots. Other days you get a stranger. She pulls you into bed to make love, but after 5 minutes she goes into a panic, believing her dad is at the door. You tell her family. They are crushed and begin to make trips to and from their home in Australia to visit her. For a while your friends come by with little things to brighten the day, but she gets worse. 1988. You spend your days following Julia around the house. You count the seconds between the 2 weekly visits from Daniel the nurse. He suggests that Julia could live somewhere else. Somewhere with 24 hours care, a home. It sits with you for a couple months. Now we can decide, and to be completely honest, from a medical point of view, obviously the 24-hour care is the right option, because on long term, well, you can take care of someone by yourself, but I don't know, these people are living in the US. Well, I've never lived in the US, but I know that these kind of systems, like social and medical systems, can be really tough compared to, you know, Germany, where I actually live. And I don't know about full-time care facilities in the USA. But you know, if you're in a situation yourself, I can imagine that it would to you feel like you're basically just pushing her away from you, trying, you know, to get that black hole out of your life. But now let's be very honest. I think people should always try to take care of these people by themselves as much as they can and as long as they can, because, you know, they love each other. I mean, they're husband and wife, but it will always hit a certain point where you cannot do everything alone and everything all by yourself, because it is a very fucking tough and cruel disease, which I can tell you guys out of my very own experience. And I'm gonna pick this one right now, but let me tell you, this is only what I would choose, you know, for as long as I could, because one day, and you know, at a certain time, for some people earlier, for others later, it will pull you down so much, like you cannot care for this person anymore as much as professionals could. So as for now, you're determined to take care of her by yourself. I can't even read anymore. Sorry, I'm so emotionally moved by this. Yeah. And we are in the present again. And it's daytime again. And again, I'm sorry.
Is there a waterfall?
Sorry?
Is there a waterfall on the left side?
A waterfall?
Right. Turn to the right. Right. There.
There? No, I don't think so.
Ah, it's just foggy.
Yeah. But, oh, look at this. Hello, dear. Get the joke. There's a Bambi.
Hope there's no giant nearby.
Yeah. It is impossibly hard. The worst is when you get mad at her, like when she tries to cook her own food. You can't do anything without her, and she can't do anything without you. When she goes to sleep, you stay up for a few hours drinking on the deck, watching baseball in the summer, college basketball in the winter, drinking then too. That's what I said, you know, it's so tough. You start going out after you put her to bed. The first time you do it, you worry about her getting up and walking around while you're gone. And this is something like, honestly, no. It's the same as if you had a baby at home and, you know, you just put that baby to sleep, like this little girl or a little baby boy or something. I don't know, like you cannot just put your child to sleep and like go out partying and hope she or he or it or whatever does not wake up. Like, this is honestly so fucking wrong. And it even makes me mad to think about it.
There should be another option to say just stay home,
or, you know, in that case, ask
someone to help,
a friend or a relative to look after her, because obviously you cannot spend every single day of your life doing nothing but, you know, socially caring for someone. That would break you, or that will break you sooner or later. So we are not going to put a chair in front of the bedroom door. No, because we're not gonna look her in. We're gonna be stupid and trust that she sleeps like a rock. You go to the same bar at the boring end of Pearl Street. It's nice there. Over time, you tell Shayla, the bartender, everything. It's a huge weight off. You're home and in bed by 1 a.m. a couple nights a week. You look forward to those nights. 1989. One night, you're stopped at a DUI checkpoint. You blow a 10 and are taken to jail for the night. You consider trying to hide it, but you tell your sister-in-law, Susan. Julia's parents take the next plane from Australia. They can't believe the state your house is in. Then they tell you Julia is coming to live with them. You don't argue. You say you'll visit soon. A few weeks go by. Summer is coming and you see an ad in a paper for a job. You take it. Now, this is where the actual story starts, because we have just taken the job. And, you know, when I first seen this, I think these 20 minutes or something, in another Let's Play, in a German Let's Play actually, before this happens, and I don't really know much of what happens after this, but I thought, oh fuck, damn it, we're going to her, I don't know, grave or something. Like, that was what I thought at first. I'm glad she's alive, but it's not less sad, it's just as sad still. And I don't really know, or I cannot imagine, or I don't really have any idea of where this game is actually taking us to, like what is supposed to be the actual storyline or the actual end of this game, because it looks to me like a book with blank papers, and I'm really looking forward to the next episodes of this, because I'm sorry people, but we have reached the end of this episode, of this Let's Play. I think it's truly moving, and I would be really glad to welcome you to the next episode of Firewatch, right? I just had to think about it.
I also thought Fireworker. Yeah,
Fireworker. He's cute, right? So guys, leave me in the comments what you would have chosen. Is there anything you completely disagree with me or with my opinion, or something you completely agree with, or just generally your opinion? I'm really, really curious to know it and looking forward to reading your comments, and I promise I'm gonna answer them all if I can. So yeah.
1 year later, 1,000 comments in a day.
Well, I'll be happy. I'll be happy if I get like 3 comments. Like, that would be great already, right? So as we are recording this right now, by the way, I don't even have an own channel. Basically, I've been putting on Let's Plays right to into Daniel's channel, but we decided we're gonna split that up, because obviously I'm more into doing English Let's Plays while he is more into doing German ones, and that's not going as well together. So you can find, still, if you're interested into looking at my older Let's Plays, also with him together, or mostly together with him, obviously. And if you want to take a look at his channel, it's down in the description box below. God, I can't talk, see? So long story, and see you in the next episode, people. Love you.
Have a nice
Bye.
day. Bye.